Hey everyone, Cody here with a real special and fun video for today. We are going to do an unboxing of my new fursuit, which I am super excited to do. Also, we're going to talk about my thoughts on the fursuit, as well as dive a little bit into the maker and their studio, Cyber and Made For You, and the experience commissioning them. So let's go! So first, who is the creator behind Made For You? Well, it's none other than Cyber. Cyber, she they pronounce, is a very talented artist, fursuit maker, fursuiter, and crafter currently residing in Ontario, Canada as of 2019 with her husband, Spaz Fox. Cyber's persona is an androgynous koi dog, an Australian Shepherd Coyote mix, coyote-like in body traits, an Australian Shepherd coloration with a color tune-up, a short nubby tail, and snaggly teeth features. She is obsessed with Monster Energy drinks and Mexican food. Cyber has been interested in anthropomorphism since 1999 and began drawing and creating anthropomorphic characters as a pastime. Some art I found dating back from 2005. She became publicly active in the furry fandom early in 2007, which her persona before was a dragon wolf hybrid. She chose the name Cyber when she was 11 years old because she and her friends wanted to make wolf characters. Cyber is the creator and founder of Made For You Studios with 18 versions, yes, 18 versions of her character that she commissioned by different fursuit makers as of March 2017. So speaking of Made For You, let's dive a little bit into the studio. Made For You is a custom costume and fursuit making company established in March of 2010, originally located in the United States, but now operating from Fergus, Ontario in Canada as of October 2019. Before officially becoming Made For You, Cyber briefly operated under Azure Coyote Studios, with fursuits found dating back from 2009. Made For You is currently a team of 2 artists with their designer and assistant. They both have a passion for creating and sewing, each of them holding over 10 plus years of experience. They can be found regularly at local events in both Canada and the US. Made For You specializes in handmade animal and fantasy costumes, selling planet grade and digigrade full suits for which a duct tape dummy is required, partial suits, and individual parts. They accept domestic and international orders from all over the world. They have a stellar reputation in the fandom and have made so many fursuits over the years, it would take a very, very long time to count them all. A fursuit studio I highly recommend you commission if you have the chance. Currently, they are set to reopen for commissions in April of 2023.
Who's that?
Fursuit.
Hallelujah, girl, said you hallelujah, girl, said you hallelujah, 'cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you, 'cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you, 'cause Uptown Funk gon' give it to you. Saturday night we in the spot, don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe
hey everybody, it's that dog. Like literally, look, it's that dog. Oh my God, I'm a dog. Ah, what happened? No, but seriously, I am super excited to debut my suit. I have been waiting a bit for this, and I had an idea in mind, and it just feels like you just feel like you're waiting and waiting, and then at the moment, it just shows up at your doorstep. And you're like, oh my God, it's here. Ah! And you're like staring at the box, you're like, oh my God, do I open it? Like, what do I do? That's kind of how I like felt. I'm like sitting there like, heart racing. But, you know, because you're just so excited. And then you get it, and then it happens, and then like, you go into shock, because you're like, oh my God, it's here. And then you just realized your fursuit, and you have it. So yeah, like let's talk about the fursuit. You know, like let's get down and talk with the fursuit. Okay, so first off, let's talk about the head. So I think it's my nose. You know one thing about fursuits, new ones, the fur. It's great and huggable and stuff until it's like in your mouth and up your nose, and you're like, blah, blah. And then you can't reach it, so you're like, just need to itch my nose. Okay. Anyway, so let's talk about the fursuit. So starting with the head. As you can tell, I have my one ear up and one ear down, and they did a really good job with the ear. It's like really floppy, and I really love that. So, yo, shout out, one ear up, one floppy ear gang. Woo woo, represent. I think we're a little bit sexier and cuter, you know, having like one ear up, one ear down, you know. No, I'm just saying, that's just my opinion, but you know, no, it's true. So, talking about the head, the eyes, the vision, amazing. Like, I could take my pulse here and go, woo, and I could like see this far out. That's amazing. You never know with fursuits that sometimes the vision could be like limited.
Summer, I got my hat on backwards and it's time to fucking party.
But not in this fursuit. It's really easy to look around and check things out. And that's like really important, obviously. So, I mean, kudos for great vision. And the head is like a medium weight. So it's not too light and it's not too heavy. So I kind of find it like just about right. And it sits pretty nice and cozy on my head. And it fits comfortably. I don't feel like any unnecessary pressure. And the breathability is really good. So I don't really have a hard time like taking breaths and stuff. I have enough spacing in my mouth I could open up, you know, to circulate some more air. Oh, there's my tongue. And then also, you know, if I want to put like a little fan in, you know, like the ones that you can carry around, it would fit perfectly in there. Or if I want to put an actual fan in, I could do that as well. But it fits really comfortably. It's breathable. The vision's great. And I love the way the design is. It's very well sculpted. And it has a really cool trick. You ready for the trick? Okay. Magic. It's a magic trick. Watch. Ta-da! It has opposable tongue, which is amazing. So I could do a bunch of things like my blep, I'm gonna lick you. See, exactly. And I could move it to the side. That could be like derp, or there we go. You can give the side lick. You can go over and be like, hey, how you doing? Kind of gives it that kind of sexiness. You're like, yo, what's up? Look at my muzzle here. So it has so many different options that you can do. And it's really easy to move it around. You can move it up on the other side, you know, really easily. And yeah, all you got to do is grab it and you can flip it down and put it back in. You know, if you have trouble, of course, you can take your paw off, but I really like the fact that you can kind of do it with your paws as well. And I'll get better at it as I have time. But essentially, yeah, all you got to do is do that. And then when you're done, boop, there you go. And it's back in. Okay, I'll let it sit up just a little bit. There we go. Yeah, as I was saying, love the posable tongue. It's a really nice feature, you know, because other than just getting different angles when you're taking shoots or if you're like in a scene you know, like you're just hang out with friends, you can just, or a different mood, you can just change the tongue around. You can get like kind of different looks and different like moods, which is really amazing. And I think it's a really cool feature that you don't see in a lot of fursuits. So kudos to Made For You for making such an awesome addition to their fursuit heads. And the booper, it's really nice and squishy. It's a big booper, so watch out, because if I boop you, you will know. I've been told and warned that Made For You boops are, you'll feel them. You'd be like, oh no, ah! You know, you get booped. So, watch the booping. Watch the booping. Okay, so the head. So let's talk about the paw. Let's talk about the paws. The hand paws are great. They really have a lot of dexterity and they're very movable. I have no real trouble moving mine around, and I really like the paw pads. The paw pads are super puffy, as you can see, and squishy. Like, I can feel them squish when I close my own paws, and if I was petting myself or petting someone, I can feel them, which is really awesome. I love it because they're just so soft and so squishy. You just want to be hugged by them and pet by them. And then, like, you know, the claws are just the right size too as well for like a nice scratch and stuff, or as you're like rubbing on somebody, or, you know, like giving a hug. It's just the perfect thing. It's not too sharp or like will point you and be like, oh my, you know. But I love the hand paws, very form-fitting. I'll get better at putting them on, of course. I'm still adjusting to them, but they definitely have a little bit of weight to them, which is nice, so you can definitely feel them on your hands. Now, we're going to talk about the feet paws. Let me tell you, if you like beams, you will love these. And that rhymes. Look at these. Oh my God. Look at these beads. Look. Look at the beads. As you can see, the paw pads, they are super squishy as well, just like the hand paws. And they are so soft and comfortable. I could literally rest my head on these feet paws and you could fall asleep on them. They're like pillows.
You don't love me!
The indoor paws are amazing. And every time you stomp around, you could feel the paw pads hitting the floor. So it creates that kind of immersive experience. It feels really great. I love them. Aesthetically, they're beautiful. They're very comfortable. Love them. You know, you never know with like indoor feet paws, but like these are legit. And, you know, real quick, I got a second pair. So here's a closer look. These are the outdoor ones. As you can see, again, like I said, very beautifully done feet paws. Really strong material there. Perfect. They're amazing. This would be great for walking around if I was in a parade, going outside, you know, doing outside photo shoots. Awesome. You know, highly suggest that you get two pairs if you want one for aesthetic purposes and one for going outside. We never suggest wearing indoor paws outside because, you know, because this material is soft and durable as it might seem, over time it will wear out. Okay. We're going to get up for a second. Okay, we're going to get up. Okay, cool. So, one more bean. Bean. So, like I said, other than the feet paws, which I said are really great, the bodysuit. Now, bodysuits are tricky because, you know, you don't know if someone's tailoring or if someone's doing a duct tape dummy. And for Made For You, they require you taking measurements, but also a duct tape dummy to try to get as best form fitting as you can. Of course, you know, you just never know, but I'd have to say the bodysuit is very form fitting. Well, they did a great job. I have no problems lifting my arms or my legs and showing parts, you know, like it kind of rides up and you see like skin exposed. You don't have that issue. The bodysuit does have padding, as you can see. I have my beautiful six pack, as you can see here, and it's padding. Like any padding, it adds heat to the fursuit. Obviously, if I had Digicrate, it would be even hotter. But thankfully, me personally, I like my planted grade, so I don't have that issue. But even with the bodysuit and the extra padding, I don't feel like it's overwhelming. So it doesn't feel too hot, which is really nice. So I kind of like that. You know, so you don't feel like you're overheating or anything. I mean, you're gonna get warm and stuff, but you're not gonna be like, ugh. After like 2 seconds, you're gonna be like, ugh. Oh my God, I can't sit anymore. Ugh. But yeah, no. So, yeah, bodysuit's nice and form-fitting. Love how they did with the ab work. As you can see, I got my spots all over on my hands and on my legs. They are all hand-stitched, beautifully done, and they're also reinforced, which is really great. And I love how I gave them the artistic freedom, and they did an aesthetically beautiful job. And look at my tail. Look at my butt. Look at my tail. Yeah. Yeah. Overlooked. Sexy pose. Right. Anyway, so yeah. This tail is like a painted tail. So I told them, like, if you took your tail and you go dip, and you dip it into some paint can, what would the design look like? So they definitely took that idea and they ran with it. All hand stitched. It looks amazing. It looks really beautiful. I love the tail. A lot of people said they really like the tail aesthetic a lot too. But yeah, overall, bodysuit feels great. You know, I can move around. I can move around without any much issues. So yeah, really great bodysuit. Love it. Feels great. Oh, I gotta sit back down. Give me a second. Okay. Oh. So overall, like I said before, I love everything they did with the suit. Everything seems beautifully executed. They listened to everything that I had to say, and they incorporated all the aesthetics and patterning design ideas that I had. They were great to work with. If you really like their design and you really like their aesthetic, I would highly suggest considering them the commission for a fursuit because they're great to work with, very communicative, and I had a really great time and a great experience. And that's all really that matters at the end. So yeah, love it, happy. There's my fursuit. I'm gonna let my tongue out. Yep.
Hey. Hey. Rawr. Rawr. How you doing?
So awesome, yeah, got my fursuit. Woo! So yeah, with that being said, that just means that I'm gonna be able to do future videos in my fursuit, as well as still using some of my VTube as well. But it's great because it just allows me to do way more content and have a lot more interaction, which I'm really excited about. And you'll be able to do this and see me at future cons, which is great. So I hope you're excited as I am because, I can't wait to do a lot more content, go to conventions and meet everybody, as well as film a lot more new content. So yeah, much love. Well, that's the end of my video. Thank you so much for watching. And the debut of my fursuit, Coda. If you haven't already, please like, follow, and subscribe because it would greatly help this doggo and support me and my channel. And let me know in the comments what you think of this video. And also, fursuits and fursuit makers that you love. Till next time.